You have increasingly chosen to focus front and center on an anti-American message. It was there in the response to Salman Taseer. It was there when the killing of bin Laden was announced. Your first reaction, you said, was to feel anger and humiliation on the news that bin Laden was dead. Explain that.
Stephen, how would you feel if someone, your ally, comes from across the border and kills someone in your own country? And here you are, giving immense sacrifices for that neighbor or for that country. Pakistan has lost 35,000 people dead, $70 billion lost to the economy.
We're talking about Osama bin Laden. We're talking about the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. Was it not perhaps a sense of shame that he was in Pakistan, and as the Americans went on to claim, almost inconceivable, the Pakistanis did not know in some form that he was there? Maybe shame about that, but also a sense of relief that, thank God, he is no longer capable of leading Al-Qaeda and its terror activity.
Stephen, for one, whether Pakistan government was complicit or whether it was incompetent, as said by Panata, I'm talking as a member of Pakistani public who's not part of the government.
Well, you're talking as a responsible leader in Pakistan, a man who aspires to actually lead the country.
Exactly. And now, how would I feel but I'm a Pakistani citizen, where my country has given 35,000 people dead in a war we had nothing to do with, $70 billion lost to the economy when total aid has been $20 billion. How would I feel that my ally, who we are fighting for, does not trust us, instead comes and conduct the oppression itself?
How does it help?
Should they not have told our government? If it's either it's an ally or it's not an ally.
How does it help in terms of the future stability of Pakistan for you to tell the Americans that you want to see them completely out of your country in terms of intelligence cooperation, in terms of their anti-terror activities in Pakistan? You want to cut all ties, and you believe that will lead to greater stability, when the Americans are alleging right now that the ISI, the Pakistani intelligence agency, is actively helping the Haqqani network and other militants do their deeds inside Afghanistan?
First of all, if this myth being spun that 4,000 or 5,000 Haqqani Taliban is the reason why the US is not succeeding in Afghanistan. 140,000 US soldiers in Afghanistan, greatest military machine in history, is not succeeding because of these 4,000 or 5,000 fighters that are supposed to be holed up in North Waziristan. Does that make sense? That's number one. But I just come back to that.
Does America not have a right, in terms of self-defense, to pursue these people if the Pakistani government will not pursue them?
But are we Pakistanis not allowed to criticize American policy? Are slaves allowed to just say,
does the United States have a right of self-defense if these people are not going to be rounded up and detained by the Pakistani government? Does the US not have a right to do it?
But does the Pakistani government also have not any semblance of sovereignty in our country, that maybe they are fighting this war on terror, which is why 35,000 people have died? Can they not fight it their own way? Now,
their own way brings us back to the quote from David Cameron of last year. Consistently, the Pakistani has looked both ways, he said, on the issue of terrorism.
God, if I was the Prime Minister of Pakistan, I would have immediately told them that, look, we will fight this war our own way. We don't want any interference. We don't want your money. We don't want your aid. Look, it doesn't mean cutting the relationship with the Americans. It means we will fight our own way.
It does, because it takes two, and if you had your way, the Americans would cut their relationship with Pakistan. It's quite clear, and that would involve billions of dollars of aid at a time when Pakistan, goodness knows, has every reason to need that aid.
Pakistan has lost $70 billion, the people of Pakistan, in this war. This was published by our own, this current government has published in the economic survey. Total aid is $220 billion. This aid is destroying us. Look, I would tell the Americans that what do they want from Pakistan? There should be no terrorism from our soil. That's all they should want. We'll do it our way. If I am perceived as a puppet of the Americans, it takes away my credibility and ability to fight terrorism.